Vietnam, a country with a rich and complex history, has deep roots in prehistory and early civilization that reflect a blend of resilience, innovation, and cultural development. The land that we now know as Vietnam has been inhabited by humans for hundreds of thousands of years, making it one of the earliest cradles of human life in Southeast Asia. Through various archaeological discoveries and historical research, we gain valuable insights into the fascinating journey of its people, from the early Paleolithic settlers to the sophisticated Bronze Age societies. Prehistoric origins and early human settlements. Archaeological excavations have unearthed remarkable evidence of human presence in Vietnam as early as the Paleolithic era. Fossils of Homo erectus found in the northern provinces of Lang Son and Nay An, dating back to around 500,000 BC, suggest that early humans lived in caves and adapted to the challenging environments of this region. These discoveries place Vietnam among the earliest known locations of human settlement in mainland Southeast Asia. Fossilized human teeth, dating from the Middle Pleistocene to the early Holocene periods, have been uncovered at several sites, including Tam Om and Hang Hum, further solidifying Vietnam's place in prehistoric human migration and evolution. Vietnam's strategic location along ancient trade routes also contributed to its significance in early history. Researchers have linked regions of Vietnam to the Maritime Jade Road, an ancient network of exchange that connected various parts of Southeast Asia. This early trade system highlights Vietnam's role as a center for cultural and economic exchange, even in prehistoric times. The dawn of civilization, wet rice cultivation, and Bronze Age developments. By around 1000 BC, a major turning point occurred in the development of human civilization in Vietnam: the advent of wet rice cultivation. The fertile plains of the Ma River and the Red River provided ideal conditions for growing rice, a staple crop that would shape the livelihood and culture of the Vietnamese people for millennia. As agriculture flourished, so did the sophistication of Vietnamese society, particularly through the development of the Dong Son culture, one of the most influential and advanced Bronze Age civilizations in Southeast Asia. The Dong Son culture, which emerged around 600 BC, is most famous for its exquisite bronze casting, particularly its iconic Dong Son drums. These drums, intricately decorated with scenes of daily life, warfare, and nature, were not only utilitarian objects but also ceremonial items that held spiritual significance for the early Vietnamese. The craftsmanship and artistic precision of these artifacts demonstrate a highly developed society with advanced metalworking techniques and a deep cultural identity. Formation of early kingdoms, Van Lang and U Lac. As the Dong Son culture spread and flourished, the first early Vietnamese kingdoms began to take shape. Two notable kingdoms emerged during the first millennium BC: Van Lang and U Lac. These kingdoms were located in the northern part of modern Vietnam, centered around the fertile Red River Delta, a region that has always been at the heart of Vietnamese civilization. Van Lang, believed to be ruled by the legendary Hung kings, is considered Vietnam's first political entity, with a structured society that revolved around agriculture, particularly rice cultivation. Its people were known for their ingenuity in farming techniques, irrigation, and the construction of dikes to control the river's seasonal floods. The culture of Van Lang extended its influence beyond Vietnam, spreading to other parts of Southeast Asia, including maritime Southeast Asia. This expansion highlights the far-reaching impact of early Vietnamese civilization and its role in shaping the broader region. Later, U Lac succeeded Van Lang after the unification of the two regions under King and Dung Vong. The U Lac kingdom, while building on the foundations laid by Van Lang, is notable for its advancements in fortification and military technology. King and Dung Vong is credited with constructing the Ko Loa Citadel, an impressive spiral-shaped fortification that served as a political and military center. The citadel's construction, with its sophisticated defensive design, reflected the growing complexities of governance and warfare in early Vietnamese society. Cultural legacy and regional influence. Throughout its early history, Vietnam's strategic location and agricultural wealth attracted both trade and external influences. The development of wet rice cultivation and the innovations in bronze casting not only fueled the growth of its internal kingdoms, but also fostered interactions with neighboring regions. The influence of the Dong Son culture reached far beyond Vietnam's borders, shaping the cultural and technological landscapes of other Southeast Asian societies. The early Vietnamese people demonstrated remarkable resilience in adapting to their environment, mastering agricultural techniques that would sustain their populations for centuries. Their cultural identity, rooted in agricultural traditions and artistic expression, laid the foundation for future generations and set the stage for the emergence of more complex societies and political structures. Conclusion. The story of Vietnam's prehistory and early history is one of continuity and resilience, as well as innovation and cultural expression. From the earliest human settlements over 500,000 years ago to the flourishing Bronze Age Dong Sun culture, the land we know today as Vietnam has long been a place of human ingenuity and cultural development. The rise of the early kingdoms of Van Lang and O Lac not only marked the beginning of Vietnamese statehood but also helped shape the cultural and political landscape of Southeast Asia. These early chapters in Vietnam's history provide a rich, fascinating glimpse into the country's long-standing legacy as a cradle of civilization in Southeast Asia.